If you're ever doubting the morality of what we're doing, think about what we've already accomplished. Howdy, folks! How are y'all doing? My name is Reese, and welcome back to our Minecraft 2025 Let's Play adventure, where things have gotten a little out of hand. Things are getting a little bit crazy at our house, where the chickens are escaping. They're clipping through this tiny little, like, 1-pixel gap into this corner, and to be quite blunt with you, they're creating too many eggs. Now, if you have a look in here, I just emptied this out before I started recording, and we're already back up to 11 eggs. And then this chest has a lot of eggs. And then if we head inside here, folks, I gotta be honest with you, I don't know what to do anymore with all these eggs. This is a real problem. My plan today, when I started, was actually to go to the Nether and focus on digging a big tunnel so that we could explore something in the Nether. But unfortunately, we're not going to be able to do that. Now, some things we can do, because we have built a full diamond gear, and we do have full enchant mending on our gear, which is cool. Which means that of our, February goals, we've already built another shortcut. No, all we have left to do is build another shortcut, find netherite and upgrade, which is what I wanted to do today, and then slay the Ender Dragon. And we're not even halfway through the month yet. Like, things are going really well, but we can't do any of those things because I need to deal with this egg problem, because they're going to start glitching out and going all over the place, and I don't know what to do with them all. There's just too many eggs. Fortunately, I have a solution. I have watched, like a dozen tutorials on how to build a chicken farm. One that automatically cooks all of our eggs for us, because, not cooks the eggs necessarily, rather uses the eggs to make chicken then cook, if that made any sense. And we're going to be building it down here in the second tier of the basement. Third floor, second negative floor, whatever. We'll figure out like a proper naming scheme for all of these. But I figured if we got this going on over here, and this is going on over here, and it's going swell, slowly but swelly, we're going to punch this wall out and make it bigger. And then maybe even make it multi-tiered. I don't know exactly what we're going to do here. It's not like I have any hard plans. But I figured, you know what? Chicken death machine right over here ought to be a decent idea. Now, what are we going to need to build this? There's a ton of different designs that I've seen. Some suffocate the chickens, which apparently you get more consistent drops that way. But the drops are like raw chicken. And I've got enough raw food to be getting on with. Cooking it is a pain. I'd rather not be bothered. Whereas, if we get cooked chicken, I can just eat cooked chicken by the spoonful is what I was going to say, but that's not actually a very impressive amount of chicken, because you could fit like not a whole lot of chicken on a whole lot of spoon, right? Like, I feel like the bucketful would be better. I could crush that family bucket of wings, let me tell you. I could devour that 3-piece chicken. Give me a 6-piece chicken is what I'm trying to get at here, and I think that's what we're going to end up doing. Now, we can work into the night. It's no big deal. All we're going to need is probably already available to us. We want glass so we can watch this horrible monstrosity operate from the outside, because we're just awful like that. We're going to need things like a chest. We'll probably use a barrel at some point. I have a barrel of fun, you know what I'm saying? We'll need more than one chest, because we'll also need to make hoppers, which, as you can see, there's just none up here, and I have none on me. I do have 2 chests, though, and a crafting table. I guess I just carry those around in case I need to set up a base somewhere, which occasionally I do, but not lately. We do need to go exploring, though. We still have some channel members we need to name some cities after. So I don't know where we'll go to in our next big grand exploration. I know we have the hint of a village right over here. That's pretty solidly a village. Is that lava? Or are those pumpkins? There's something strange going on in this village. I kind of want to go check that one out. So that's something we're going to need to do eventually. Probably when we go down here and deal with these pillagers. But then also, wasn't there a hint of a village up to the north here that we were talking about going to investigate at some point? Or was that only ever my imagination? Something that I made up in my own mind? That's seeming more and more likely. Was it Pajalik Village? Pajalik, they got back to me to tell me I pronounced their name properly. However, I pronounced their name like 15 different ways in the video. So, Pajalik I'm going with, because that sounds like a cool name. Even if it's wrong, it sounds cool. Pajalik. That's a fun name. In any case, we're not going to dwell too much on what we're going to do in the future. We're going to focus on what we are going to do today, which is at the moment create... See, this is something I've got to do. I've got to move all the storage down here. Probably going to move my main, construction area down there, too. Because going back and forth between up here and down there is getting a little bit tedious. I don't actually remember how much let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 5 per. 5 per is what I need. Yeah, you know what? I don't know why I got so few wood. I think so few planks is the thing I should have said there, but it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. So how big you make this thing is entirely up to you. I've seen people do entity cramming as a method for sort of setting the maximum amount, but you could fit, 24, you could have 48 chickens if you were going to cram them all into... I think we'll stick with a single 1x for now. So all we really need is the 1 hopper. And for that, we only need the 1 chest. But it's good to have some extras anyway. So there we go. There's that. I can never remember which one it is. Is it a dispenser or a dropper what throws the object? I think a dropper would just put an egg on the ground. We want the dispenser because we want it to sort of more or less use the object. So we'll go ahead and make that. Why are eggs and wheat up here? Protection? I think I must just accidentally hit A sometimes. Have we made a bow in this series? I don't think we have. I think all the bows we've got, we just kind of got them. See, this is silly. I have to go over there to get redstone, and then I gotta run down here in order to get cobblestone. And then I guess I could build it down here, otherwise I'd have to run upstairs. So it's a good thing that I placed that there, but then this sometimes doesn't work, which is upsetting. And then we actually need more redstone, because we have to create a sort of redstone clock. And there's a few different ways of achieving that. I'm probably going to use what is considered the cheapest, but also it might be too obnoxiously, annoyingly loud. We'll see. This design is actually really basic, though. What you want to do is you want to have... why am I explaining this like I'm any sort of expert on the subject? I've never actually done this before. I have a general idea of how it's going to work. See, the issue is, I'm pretty sure I've got the general idea correct with the dispenser and the hopper, but the issue is that we got to have room for the redstone. So maybe we put the dispenser there, and then we put the hopper back behind it. But will redstone... Redstone, I think, interferes with the way a hopper operates. I mean, we can just test this real quick. We can just find out whether or not this is going to work. Excuse me. Excuse me. Did you just come up from the basement? I'm trying to do... Don't go back... just don't mess with anything, okay? The redstone has to go here. This isn't going to work. Wait a minute. What the heck? What is that? Oh, I'm on hard mode. That's right. Don't zombies try to break down doors now? But wait, what doors? What doors would a zombie try to break down? There's no zombies here anyway. Hello? Was it the zombie pigman? There's no doors further down. It would have had to be this door, but there's no one over there. What was all that racket? Hello? What was all of that? What? Did you... Oh, wait. Is he up here trying to go outside now? What? What is going on? First off, I can't find... There you are. Did you try to knock a door down? Do zombie pigmen try to do... I feel like that's a normal zombie... I don't have time to think about it right now. I'm busy. I think they can break these down anyway, because they're metal doors, right? Like, can't they only break down wooden doors? Okay, so you want to do that until that one burns out. Okay, how far away can I hear that from? Oh, boy. Oh, man, I'm going to be hearing that from up here, huh? Oh. Okay. But what about... Maybe not. I suppose we could build it outside. Oh, look, he made it outside. That's a different one. Well, good on you. Go see the world. I'm proud of you. See, it's loud and annoying over here with all of these guys. But I'm wondering if, first off, we don't need this farm anymore, because we've got a much bigger and objectively better one already set up. So, for the sake of experimentation, let's just set this thing up here like we were going to do it here, right? So drop her there, and then we've got our redstone coming off the back. Alright, so wait till that one burns out. Set that one up. That's annoying, but so are all the chickens and cows. And by the time we get over here... Oh, you can't even hear it anymore. Yeah, maybe we keep it over here with all the other animals. In that case, we need a slightly different design aesthetic. I mean, I've thought about moving all the animals into the basements anyway. Hey, please stop that. Please stop that. Look, stop. Just walk in. Just go in. Just go in. What? No, don't tell me you don't want to go in now. What? Alternatively, we can just bite the bullet, and we can dig a hole further away. And in fact, if I want to expand this anyway, reasonably, how much further could we go before we start, like, popping out from the hill? Oh. Oh. Not much further, tragically. It's kind of already outside the hill. Okay, so not much more expansion to be done on this floor. This floor is kind of ripe for the taking, and we were kind of planning on building elevators here anyway, so what if we just built it down here and we experimented with that? Quick and easy project, I thought this would be. A quick and easy project, I said to thee. Quick and easy, turns out I'm wrong. So there's the ticking. Not... Still very much noticeable. Gone. It's gone. Until we go back down here. And then it resumes again. And we spend a lot of time on both of these floors. Tell you what, at some point in the future, we'll make a proper barn and we'll move all the animal things into it. But that's not going to be today, and it's not going to be today because I've got other things I want to do first. And today, our goal was to very quickly, in like a single go, we're trying to address this one issue of all these eggs. We got to get rid of all these eggs. You broke my door. Unbelievable. I cannot believe that you've done this. You broke my door. Unhinged behavior. The man broke my door. And now you're in my boat. Whatever. He and the LA can hang out together. They're equally annoying. I can't build it out of wood. Lava is a key component. What am I thinking? I'm flustered now. I'm all turned around and flustered. I can't think properly. My brain's all mixed up. I don't know which way to go. Okay, so we've got our stone base. We're gonna go stone with maybe some pale oak trappings. Okay, we don't have to activate it right now because it makes an awful cacophony of noise. I think we do actually need 2 hoppers now that I think about it. One is to collect eggs and one is to collect chicken bits, and we definitely need to collect the chicken bits. So we actually ended up with the perfect amount of chests now that I think about it, because we'll want to put a double chest down here, and then that's going to be where the chicken bits are collected, and then on top of that we want to have some sort of slab, which is where the eggs are going to be fired onto, I believe. This does not look like it's going to work, but we're gonna... I guess we could test it, actually. We'll just throw those in there, and we don't need to turn on the thing completely, just... Oh boy. Yeah, no, it does work. I guess depending on how compact we want to make this thing, we don't have to put this hopper on the top. Put it on the sides. Doesn't really matter where the chickens are. We could make it sort of a funky, sideways-shaped system like this if we felt so inclined. Really don't need this fencing here anymore either. First off, it clashes because it's a bunch of different colors. But also, it's just largely unnecessary with what we've accomplished here. I was going to encapsulate the whole thing, but now that I think about it, we really don't need to, because like I said, it's temporary right now. We are eventually going to move all of this over in the future to a different area where we're going to have a permanent, like, barn. I'm going to build a real classic-looking barn. But for now, this will get the job done. The only catch here is we don't want the chicks to get out. And I'm running out of glass, so I guess this final top bit will be made out of, not dirt, we'll do pale oak. We're also probably going to put a trap door on there in the future, but also, you know what I completely forgot to do was put lava in there, which is important. I have a question. How are those zombie pigmen coming through the portal? They're not actually coming through the portal, are they? They're just sort of randomly spawning next to it. Uh-oh, hold on. What did I just throw out on the ground? What was in there that I tossed out? Was it emeralds? Did they go through the portal? Because I didn't mean to do what I just did. I keep doing that like I can open the... It was. Well, there you go. That's how you accidentally lose your money. I just wanted to grab one of these. Let's grab one of these. Oh. Have we not done that before? Apparently we haven't. That's interesting. You know what? I want to experiment with something. Question that I raised, and I believe it was yesterday's video, so we're going to go right back. I appreciate that there's no longer a loading screen. Like, we had loading terrain there on the screen for a couple of seconds, but we talked about the possibility of using this stuff as a fuel source to cook up a lot of items. Does that consume only the lava, or does that also consume the lava bucket? I assume it wouldn't consume the bucket. That would be silly and wasteful. Let's see if it works at all, though. If I put... first off, can I put lava in the smoker? I can. And then can I cook things? So, for example, what would I want to smoke? We have... Well, first off, I wouldn't want to smoke. It's a nasty habit. But if I wanted to cook things, raw cod would probably be a good bet. So if I toss raw cod in there... Oh my gosh, it consumes the bucket! The bucket is gone! That is unhinged. That is probably not worth it when you consider it's not just the cost of a lava, it's the cost of 3 iron to get the job done, but that is going to cook up 100 of our 124 or 128 salmon, so, I mean, it's something. Now, you might be wondering, geez, Reese, you've been playing Minecraft for how long, and you didn't know that's what would happen? Yeah, that's correct. I've never actually done it. I knew it was an option, but I'd just never done it before. So we won't put the lava there, and I guess, you know what, now that I'm looking at this, we probably don't want to have wood up here directly next to the lava. This is so ugly. I'm doing such a poor job. That's fine. It's all temporary. But basically, you want to have your lava suspended over your half block like that, and then we can get back here and we can load this thing up. And then we don't even need chickens yet. We can just firstly clear out the inventory a bit. Look at this! This is since we started! You can see how it's getting out of control. But also, you're going to see how it works, okay? So we're going to load this thing full of eggs, and we're going to turn it on, and we're going to watch how it operates. Now, the only issue is if we end up with more than 24, which, based on the number of chickens we could potentially get here, the little baby chicks, that's not going to happen. But if it goes over 24 baby chicks in there, some of them will just die from entity cramming. But now when we activate it, oh, something's gone wrong. Are you not supposed to have these blocks here? Probably not. Oh, I didn't put that in the right place. There we go. And I also set it up wrong. So you want to have that one burn out first, and then we turn that one on. And that should keep going. And then I think if I put that there, it shouldn't break it. Interesting. It's killing them immediately. It's not supposed to do that. What it's supposed to do is like that right there. So what's supposed to happen is that when they grow up, they are tall enough to be in the lava, right? So the little baby chicks stay there at the bottom, and then when they're all grown up, they grow into the lava, and then at that point they get cooked to death, and they either turn into cooked chicken, a feather, both, or nothing. There's a possibility you don't get anything, which can also happen. But obviously entity cramping is a concern. And it looks like it's working right now. I'm wondering if maybe it was just too aggressive with how it shot the eggs out there. Well, now that that's done, we can, you know, we kind of have more or less evidence that it works. We can go ahead and shut all this down, because this was getting annoying. Wow. A lot of XP. I didn't expect it to be like a one and done. That was over real quick. Okay. Now we've got to get rid of all the other eggs we've got. And you might be wondering, well, geez, Reese, wait a minute. Where are you going to get more eggs? What we're going to do is we're going to throw eggs up here, and those will hopefully hatch into adult chickens if I don't accidentally kill them. See, this is going to be a tedious and obnoxious process, but these chickens will then lay more eggs. I'm trying to be a little bit more cautious now. I guess it doesn't matter if I rip. You know, if one spawns and it takes a little bit of damage on the way down, it'll survive. It'll be fine. But this way, we'll get up to our 24 chickens, and we'll know when we've reached that point when they start, like, dropping dead down there. And then when they grow up, they'll start laying eggs at the same pace they were doing so before. Uh-oh. That's not good. That's a bad sign. Let's put that in our offhand so that we can, like, do that really rapidly and not let any chickens out, is what I was going to say. Nope. Nope, can't allow it. Sorry. Oh, yeah, look. 24 chicken. It's almost like, you know, the system works. And if you're worried about, like, animal cruelty, first off, remember, these are not real animals. And secondly, these chickens are having the times of their lives right now. Okay, because as far as they know, they live a perfect life in this little box where they're kept perfectly warm, and they get to live out the ideal childhood of just watching the world pass them by in complete safety. And then they don't even know what's happening. They're just, boom, in heaven. If animals went to heaven. I don't think they do, but, you know, I'm not here to take away the dream. Now we need to start dealing with all these other eggs. Let's empty out our inventory first. I know a lot of you are probably anxious to actually see the thing work, And I get it, so am I. I also want to see the actual process take place. I think that's going to be, you know, as they say, the proof is located within the pudding. And until we have pudding, we're not going to know if there's any proof. But until these chicks grow up, we're not going to know if it works or not. If I do this, and I do it quickly enough, we should be able to avoid any sort of accidental chicken damage. Also, I'm not counting how many are in there. Also, that didn't work, probably because I wasn't going fast enough. There you go. We'll know, I guess, when we have 24, because they'll just not be able to survive any longer. And then we'll put a cap on it. I forgot to bring any material to use as a cap. The problem is, once they get to 24, if we don't cap it immediately, there's a likelihood, there's a possibility they'll start entity cramming, and one of them will shoot out, and then we'll have like a whole mess. Good opportunity to just grab some more eggs real quick. Oh no! Well, you know what? That's fine, because the emeralds will just get destroyed in the lava is all, or make their way down. Let's not do that. Let's have that just not be— oh, you son of— no, 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 no! Stupid thing's difficult to work with. See, they're starting to glitch against one another right now. It feels like there's more than 24 in there, but I've not seen any die from overcrowding. So that can't be the case. I wonder if you can fit more baby chickens than you can adult chickens. I hadn't considered that. If that's the case, then some of these might start dying once they start growing older. But right now, it feels like we probably have more than 24 in there, right? But there's a lot of them. I could just do a quick web search to see how many, like, baby chicks can fit in a single space. Like, it wouldn't even be that hard to check. And I'm just not doing it. I actually did just do a web search, and I did not get a conclusive answer. You know, the web search for how many entities can fit in a single area still says, you know, 24. But am I seeing chickens die as soon as they drop in? Is that what I'm seeing there? It doesn't look like it. It looks— every so often there's like a puff. You see that what I'm talking about? I think those are deaths. I think we're good. I think we've reached the maximum number. Let's see if we can grow some of them up. For that, we're going to grab all of these seeds we got. And I don't really need them, because once I go plow the fields, you know, and collect the harvest, there's going to be so many seeds that I won't even need to worry about it. So we can go ahead and use all of these. The reason we want these to be adult chickens is so, you know, did some of them despawn? Are there fewer here now than there were before, or are they just grouped up on each other? I actually can't tell anymore. It looks like there are fewer. Maybe not. No. Yeah, that was just my imagination. So I would like to feed you all— there we go— seeds. And reduce your growth time until you're all grown up, and I get rid of these 4 stacks of seeds because I don't need them all. Strange how they've all gathered up around the outside edges. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, that didn't look good. I wonder if that's a sign that maybe there are more than 24 chicks in there, and maybe there is a limit. Like, the limit of adults is 24, maybe the limit of babies is higher. I don't know. Oh, it's starting to look a little bit weird and glitchy down in there. A little bit weird and glitchy. We're going to keep going until we get rid of all these seeds, because quite frankly, I have no room for all these seeds. We're just going to keep clicking these on to the babes. Oh, gosh. Okay. And— alright, and with that— oh, no. It's okay, because eventually all the chicks will grow up into adults, and then all but 24 adults will die, and then that's what we were actually looking for, was to have 24 adults in here. So we're going to put that lid back on it. We're basically done with that portion. Now, what's going on down here? We got some raw chicken and some raw feathers. That's probably from the grown-ups dying up there. Let's just— I mean, now that we know we can cram more babies in there, let's just cram more babies in there. Let's just let this thing go, because we got to clear out all these eggs anyway. I think we will keep some eggs. Like, we'll keep half a chest of eggs. Or, I guess, a single, not double-wide chest worth of eggs. Because that might be worth having. See, I'm worried about why so many of them are just dying immediately. I wonder if it has to do with the speed with which the egg is exiting the dropper. The reason we want to hold on to some of these eggs is in case we want to make like a pie or a cake at some point, which, I don't know, you never know, maybe we'll have like a celebration for 3 months or something like that. But for right now, that is really quick. Again, you can replace this lava with just another, like, block, and what'll happen is when they grow up, they suffocate instead of catching on fire, which might be better. I'm also wondering if maybe what's actually happening is just the number of additional eggs, because normally, under normal operation, it'll do 1 egg at a time. Whereas, right now, the way that it's doing it, like, eggs are coming out so rapidly, I think maybe what's actually happening is the eggs behind the chickens are damaging the chickens as they spawn in, you know what I mean? Yeah, see, one comes into the world, looks okay, and it gets hit in the backside with another egg. That's not how this machine will normally operate. Under normal operation, the machine will spawn like 1 egg at a time. I don't care, I'm in a rush. I gotta get rid of all these things. Break that, because I think we're done up top there. And, well, here's the machine, everyone. And whether or not it works, we're yet to find out. It takes like 15 minutes for a chicken to sprout. That's not even the correct terminology, but you know what I'm saying. If you're ever doubting the morality of what we're doing, think about what we've already accomplished. Alright, we took 2 sheep, 2 cows, 2 chickens, and we have bred them into multitudes that are capable of producing an infinite number of offspring. We have potentially brought these creatures back from the brink of destruction. We are fully justified in our actions, and in fact the most moral, upstanding individuals in this world. We need a pat on the back is what we need for what we've done. Sorry, it's actually 20 minutes for baby chickens to grow, which should mean that enough time has passed for at least the youngest ones to have grown by now. But we're just gonna sit here and keep waiting. I'm in no rush. Oh! Something happened there. Alright, let's have a look at it. 2 feathers. I'm actually perfectly happy with that, because mostly what I wanted chickens for was feathers so that we could make more arrows. So, really, the cooked chicken was just kind of a bonus on the side, and at this point, if this machine is working, and I think we just had evidence that it is, and look, we just saw another chicken come into existence, so as these chickens grow up, they'll start laying more eggs, which will get dispensed into here, which, I mean, we'll have to check on this in a few episodes to really know whether or not it's working, kind of like how we had to check on these as we went, but, oh, we can finally get all our spoils out of here. Oh, and then you come over here and all the sound goes away. You don't really hear the chicken stuff. You get it right about here. Ugh. It is awful, but it will continue to operate. We got Tweedledee and Tweedledum in here. 28 raw cod, what did I tell you? It would cook up 100 of them, and it most certainly did. How delicious. Now I gotta cook up all this chicken. I don't know, I mean, how much iron do we have? We have like 32 iron. I can make another bucket, but then again, that's silly, because look, this will also cook up. Boom, right there, that's 120 can be cooked up, and it doesn't require any iron, just a couple of minutes down in the basement. I say that as if the kelp farm is in the basement and not right outside the dock. Oh, we got 12 chicken raw. Okay, those are chicken that are coming from up here then. As they grow, the entity cramming becomes an issue. That's interesting, but that's fine. Again, it'll be a few episodes before we know for sure whether or not all of our hard work is going to be for all or for null. Null? That doesn't make any sense. Anyway, that does it for today. That's pretty much all we had planned. I just wanted to fix the egg problem. And tomorrow we're going to go mining for netherite and digging a big tunnel. So dig a big tunnel. Thank you folks for watching. God bless y'all. See you tomorrow. Bye!